I didn't tell my family about this, so I'm gonna let them take their phone out real quick. But bittersweet. All right, I'm sure a lot of you are feeling bittersweet at the moment because I know I am. Then again, some of you are just think it's sweet and you want to go home and play Fortnite, win, and post it on your story. Or others maybe drop a bath bomb in your tub and post that on your story. That's fine. You do you. But I know most of you. For so long, I've heard a lot of you say that you were ready to graduate because you wanted to leave this place behind and forget all about it. Now, I get why you would want to do that. I mean, 13 years of this, it hasn't been all that great. But I don't want to let you forget. In fact, what I want to tell you about is how you can look back on these moments and memories that you've had and take something positive out of it. Take these 13 years of blood, sweat, and tears, oh, so many tears, and find something good. So let's go back. Elementary school. Oh, to be a child. I mean, we had so much energy that by just looking at that green Jolly Rancher, we'd lose it and get hyper. It was great. I mean, we had recess, pizzadas. You guys remember pizzadas, pepperonis inside? Oh, delicioso. Oh, yes. And who could forget field day, right? But then there were EOGs. Of course, you had to study, be prepared, sleep well, have a good breakfast, blah, blah, blah. But then summer, right? You go on fun vacations like Disney World or Carowinds, and you have lots of cotton candy, life is good, and you're thriving. But then that's over with. You have to go back to school and wake up in the morning. But you get to see your friends and have fun. I mean, I could go on and on. It's a huge cycle. But why am I telling you this? Because even though you could have been stressed out about the EOGs or school itself, your child little self found something to look forward to. Maybe you're ready for field day because you're competitive and you wanted to win the tug of war. You're passionate about winning. Or maybe you couldn't wait for summer because you were going on a fun vacation. You like seeing new things. You're passionate about traveling. Or maybe you just couldn't wait for lunch because they had pizzadas that day. You were, and probably still are, passionate about food. I mean, who isn't? But you were always looking for fun. Always having fun no matter what, because that's what being a child meant. Now middle school. For so long, you had the same friends. Now you're taking a step forward and maybe leaving some of those friends behind. And you're going to a school that's going to be mixed up with 2 other schools, and you might need to make new friends, and the stress. Because you don't know what they'll think of you. You were nervous. I can see it now. You go up to your first victim, right? Your palms are sweaty, your knees weak, arms are heavy. And you go in and you say hi, and your voice cracked. So now you're insanely embarrassed. But the person started laughing at you, but when they laughed, they snorted. So now they're insanely embarrassed. It's just this whole awkward situation, so you two become friends anyways. Now, I just want to clarify, no, this never happened to me. And I don't know if it ever happened to you guys, but what I'm getting at here is that I bet the majority of you aren't BFS with someone you went to elementary school with. They might still be your friend, you might still have a handshake with them and follow them on Instagram, but your best friend now is probably someone you met in middle school. And it might be that person you had that really awkward encounter with. You met new people and it's scary sometimes, but you did, and it was worth it because you got to meet that really good friend who I'm sure you shared great and embarrassing moments with. And I'm sure that person is here with you today and will continue to be with you to share those kinds of moments because that's what friends are for. But finally, high school. Oh, high school. A phase in place so filled with experience that they made not 1 movie, not 2, but yeah, a trilogy about it. All in song too. I mean, it was so great, you had to sing about it, right? No, I know. You're probably thinking, no, I don't remember harmonizing with my peers saying we're all in this together. In fact, you probably got here every morning, looked at this place and thought, well, I don't really like you. And then you take a picture of it, put it on your Snapchat story with a caption like, another day in HE double hockey sticks. Or maybe during school you'd put something like 315, where you at? The Bitmoji. Whatever, I saw it all. I mean, so many things about you guys not liking the school. I mean, I don't blame you. Of course it wasn't very fun. Even people out there and parents, when you guys were in high school, you probably said the same things and thought the same things as we did when we were here. But since we're here, we always blamed it on that poor school or this poor town. Because we're always having to find something to blame. When in reality, this place is probably better than you perceived it to be. I mean, let's recap. Athletes. I'm sure you had lots of fun playing the sport you loved, whether you were under these Friday night lights, whether you were breaking ankles in that court over there, scoring a game-winning goal over there, sliding for second base in those fields back there, dominating every set over there, pinning someone as quickly as 2 seconds in the wrestling matches, or cheerleading. Anywhere, because yes, cheerleading is a sport. I got you, ladies. You were having fun. As tough as it got, you put in hard work, you persevered, you might have lost, you might have won, but you gave it your best. And so many people saw that. And I'm sure you remember almost every game you've ever played, especially if it was against Bandy's or Newton Conover. And can we just take a second? We beat Newton Conover on this field right here. 30-27. Yeah, that's right. That's right. What a game. I'm sorry, Newton people, but you understand. And Anyways, now for those who weren't at this. I know classes got tough. I saw how much a lot of you struggled, considering all I ever heard from you guys was hashtag the struggle is real, or hashtag I am confusion. And yes, parents, your child did in fact say hashtag out loud to prove their point. But that's because they got tough. And I could go on, or sorry, I lost my place. I know classes got tough. Yeah, you got through those classes, I'm sure, and you had some good times in those classes if you attended them, unlike some people. For example, maybe you were in English class laughing at the guy who always said something funny or wrote funny speeches. Or maybe you're in first class enjoying the extra food you got in the day. Or maybe you're enjoying the extra food you got in the day because you're having a fiesta in Spanish. You know, actually come to think of it, maybe the majority of our highlights come from eating. Anyways, maybe you're having a blast in chemistry because Hurley was the go. Or you're laughing at Mr. Everett for saying or 10,000 times. And I could go on with the fun times we've had in our classes. I'm sure you guys could think of a lot more. The good laughs we had with our friends who watched us grow up, who saw us at our best and our worst, but still decided to stick around for some very odd reason. The good old days. Now we're all here. Class of 2018, we finally made it. After so much time spent in this long battle of having to be here at 8:03 a.m. and not getting to leave until 3:15, we made it. And you sitting there, you're ready to leave, but first you have to grab something with your name on it, shake a couple of sweaty hands because it's hot out here, and throw your hat in the air and listen to this weird-looking dude tell you to recap your school memories. But why is he doing that? Well, you know when you look back in time and think, man, those were the good old days. Good times. You probably even hear your parents and grandparents say, back in my days. But in those times, however, you probably don't think that. Now, that might have to do with the fact that you have a paper due at 11:59, and it's 11:50, and you feel like SpongeBob because all you have written down is the, with a little bit of these and a little bit of these. You have a mental breakdown, you start crying uncontrollably, and you think your whole life is falling apart. I've seen it happen, actually. It's kind of scary. I didn't know what to do. But in moments like those, you're too focused on what's going wrong to now see what's going right. You don't take a second to appreciate what's around you. So, I'm going to tell you what someone once told me. Smile more. I challenge all of you to smile more from now on. And no, I don't mean to put on a fake smile or even turn into the Joker and grab people and ask them, why so serious? No. What I mean is to find something to smile about or to laugh about. So if you fall on the floor and dozens of people saw you, laugh. You can get back up. If you fail your class, laugh. You can take another one. If you wreck your car, laugh. You can get that new shiny one now. And yes, class, if your kitchen catches on fire, laugh. Because at least now you know your mixtape is fire. So don't grow up, guys. Continue to be that child you were and find something to jump around and be hyper about. Probably food. I love food. Make new friends. Don't let go of the ones you have now, but also don't be afraid to go up to that new person or meet that cute girl or cute guy. And finally, guys, take in the moment. You have so many good things in life that are going on, I promise. And I've learned all these things from you guys, so I have to quickly thank you guys. And also the teachers, the staff, everybody, my friends, my family, my mom, my dad, Chica, everybody knows Chica, my grandma. Everybody who has impacted my life, I've learned all these things, so I wanted to pass it on to you guys. Because you're living in the good old days right now. So look around and take it in. Look at where you're at, and look at who you're with. You got so much to be happy about. So smile more. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.